This is a step-by-step video on how to remove the conductor plate from the transmission. Let's get the car in the air, remove the bottom cover, remove the drain plug and drain all of the oil from the transmission. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, get this pan off. And this is the bottom of the transmission. This is the transmission filter. Check this out. Bam! Just like that. Oh! In between this valve body and the actual transmission body is the conductor plate. Next, we need to remove the plug connector from the transmission by turning the bayonet lock counterclockwise and pulling the plug out, and then remove the guide bushing. There's one screw holding it in the center. Remove that screw and then gently wiggle the connector out of the transmission. I'm going to take this valve body off. Now make sure when removing the bolts from the bottom of the valve plate, you do so in a zigzag pattern and don't miss any bolts. All right, and that right there, that black thing is the conductor plate. All right, so here's the valve plate, and this black thing on top is the conductor plate. Let's take a closer look. These here are the solenoids for when you're shifting gears. This thing right here is, I think that's the float, the oil level sensor float. But the problem with these conductor plates is this sensor right here. This is the one that picks up, this is like the pickup sensor that picks up the speed. Next step is to remove the bolts that are holding the solenoids in place. Those are also the bolts that hold the conductor plate to the valve body. Alright, I'm going to just leave the orientation of the plate right here and pull these out, put them to the side so they don't get mixed up. Make sure you don't mix up the solenoid locations. Okay, so I got the conductor plate off, and look at how loose this is. And these are the connectors that these little pins are directly connected to. And every conductor plate that I've changed, it's the same situation. It's like this sensor is loose. Okay, now that I know the old part is bad, I went online and I ordered this stuff for the Mercedes from FCP Euro. Alright, so all the parts showed up next day overnight because we need to get this done. And this is the conductor plate here. These are all original equipment parts. The only thing FCP Euro has to do is, you know, grind down that casting marking that said like Mercedes or whatever the manufacturer was. And this is why I want to show everybody this, because this is basically what you get from FCP Euro. I mean, these are all original parts and great prices. This is the whole kit. So that's all the stuff. Now, just got to put it on the car because I want to get this car running really well. Now let's install the conductor plate in the reverse order of removal. And the solenoid valves need to go back in their original locations. Hopefully you have them marked. The torque for the solenoid valves is 8 Newton meters or 71 inch-pounds. I've put a link to a service document below that has all of the torque specs for the solenoid valves, the valve plate, and the oil pan. Reinstall valve body assembly with the conductor plate. Torque the bolts to 8 Newton meters or 71 inch-pounds. Reinstall the plug or install a new plug. Install the transmission filter, the oil pan, the drain plug, the bottom cover, and we're all done. Just fill it up with transmission fluid. Check your level carefully and don't overfill it. Let the car run and get up to operating temperature and then recheck the fluid level. Then take it for a test drive. Finally, this transmission is fixed. Finally. And let me tell you something, this thing feels way faster than it was before. I'm actually really excited about this.